The Kingdom of Estrana has not seen war in nearly a decade. The great noble families of the Dragonborn, gnomes, elves, humans, and dwarves have long rallied around King Edgar Silvermane as the Keeper of Peace. In the 10 years since he announced that his son had been taken from him near the end of the war against the Draconic Council, Estrana's citizens still sing songs and offer condolences in support of the king whose authority chased away the dragons themselves. But heretical rumors abound about the king and his court. It has been said in whispers that the family's unwavering support stems not from loyalty, but from the hope of their children taking the throne should the aging king perish without an heir of his own. Others still have the gall to allege the circumstances of the young prince's disappearance all those years ago to be suspicious or unusual, and the king himself to be oddly unmoved, as if there are aspects to his son's disappearance he chooses not to speak of. As evidence, these apostates point to the king's alleged increasing paranoia. The worst and most salacious attack is the claim that it was not the king's authority that warded off the Draconic Council from attacking Estrana, but that the feared alliance of dragons was in fact dispelled and defeated by a band of adventurers who called themselves the Kestrels. The many stories of these now disbanded Kestrels once captivated and inspired an entire generation, to whatever degree they may be true. But a little-known monument to those stories exists. In the small merchant town of Angelstone, there exists a bar, whose walls are filled with images, prizes, and memories of a once great adventuring guild. And perhaps you may find yourself here, seeking good drinks, good company, and good stories within the walls of the Kestrel Tavern. Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the very first episode of the Kestrel Tavern. I'm your host and DM, Caleb, and with me today is our wonderful series of party members. We have Leo.
Hello. Nice to be here.
We have Lily.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, we got Shane.
Hello.
And we have the indescribable Matt.
What's up?
Today we're going to be having a little bit of fun. We're going to be playing a fun, short little game of D&D. And without further ado, let's get started. It's a moderate-sized bar. It's certainly not cramped, but also not extravagant. It isn't excessive. And on its busier days, it does see itself come close to whatever could be called a capacity for it. And today we find it to be only moderately busy. It's getting close to mid-afternoon. The bar's been open for some time now, and a number of customers have made their way in and out. And we find it's a legendary owner. Leo, would you like to introduce and describe yourself?
Well, my name is Jonas, and I am the kind of unofficial leader of this ragtag crew of misfits and vagabonds. Now, I don't love being the leader, but it's sort of how things have shaken out over the last couple of, the years and years of adventure and now barkeeping. I am, you can tell when you look at me, you're like, yeah, this guy's been around. And not in like the way like with romantic partners, but with the way of like fights, you know, like you can tell he can handle himself, but he's also, I'm an older dude, you know, I've got some extra cushion for the pushing, and I'm not ashamed. I love my body. My name's Jonas.
All right, and as Jonas has a intense but not yet heated debate with a nearby council member, another employee is on the other side of the bar, hurriedly dealing with the handful of employees that do remain scattered around the tables. Matt, would you like to describe your character for us?
Sure. So I am Emmett, and I am a monk. I wear fairly plain clothes, have a fairly stoic and quiet demeanor. I am quick to assist those in need in the bar, whether serving drinks, food, satisfying patrons, handling the rabble. I owe a lot to Jonas, and I am fiercely loyal to both him, the establishment, and our regulars in the bar. I won't hesitate to step in as a bouncer if need be, if things get a little out of hand. Most people don't notice Emmett unless he wants them to notice him. He's very kind of quiet and just does what he needs to do and moves through the space kind of very gracefully.
Mm-hmm. And would you like to describe your appearance a little bit? Give us an idea of what those who do notice you see.
Sure. So he's got longish dark hair. He's human, Caucasian, has deep brown eyes that look black almost, and not very weathered looking, on the younger side, a little wistful, but definitely the parts of his body that are exposed, arms, maybe calves and stuff, are a little scarred. He's seen some battle and some damage, and the robes he's wearing with a apron around them are again very plain looking, kind of white with some red stitching, nondescript.
And then among all of the customers, one customer in particular is finding himself to be slightly needier than usual today, but only a little bit. And Shane, would you like to describe yourself?
Yeah, so I'm Bix. I'm a large man. Imagine your high star quarterback 10 years later. No, he's let himself go. The beer gut is there in full force, but he's packing some muscle underneath all that cushion. That's me.
All right. And among all this, among all these patrons, there's one particularly irate looking visitor today. Is a somewhat middle-aged, grouchy-looking gnome, and he's standing near. He's standing beside Jonas, not near the entrance to the bar, but within some range of it, just in case he decides he doesn't want to actually be here. He's for some reason appears to have brought a crate with him that he immediately put on the ground and stood on top of for when he, knowing who it was he had to argue with today. Not looking particularly happy today. His hair is starting to gray, which isn't unusual for a gnome. It's a little bit of a darker gray, meaning that he's old, but not as old as he pretends to be. He pretends he's older than he is. And he's just kind of grouchily explaining, what am I supposed to explain to my father? Our numbers have been plateauing all week, and it's because of the patrons your bar's been bringing to this town. And he paces, unsure whether to continue or wait for a response. He wasn't sure how much he needed to prepare for this.
Well, I hear what you're saying. I feel like we could have had this conversation in the back somewhere rather than in front of my patrons and employees. What do you want me to do? What do you expect?
He looks at a loss to say it. I'm just keep your customers in line. And he starts kind of like pointing to like different. He isn't sure what he's pointing to. He's the complaints that the complaints that we get from the merchants, the patrons you attract aren't exactly the high-paying type. Just last week, we had another member of the Thieves Guild decide to start using their 5-finger discounts. He's
You're
like,
gonna take that shit?
he's like, you. And he's like, and we know it was you that they come here for.
If anybody should be getting a discount, it's me.
He leans over and he glances over to you. He is calculating whether or not he thinks you're a threat to him. Like, this is one of the hardest math problems he's had all week. He leans over,
man.
looks at Jonah, he just grumbles for a moment, like, kind of stands over, picks up his crate, and he just says, like, if I keep hearing these complaints, and he just says, like, I am going to have to report this to my grandfather. Reginipin the 10th will not be made a fool. You guys all know him as Reggie. He hates that. And he throws the crate. He holds the crate high above his head and starts walking out the door. And he turns around for a moment and he just yells like, "We never know what kind of trouble is going to be walking through your doors next." Immediately after he walks out the doors, in walks a dragonborn woman. Lily, would you like to describe yourself?
Hey, that's who I am. Alright, so I'm Zia. I'm a Dragonborn woman, and I'm in higher regard than you. But I don't like to show it because, that wouldn't be and I have a lot of stuff that I like to hide about me, but on the surface, I'm just a normal person. We'll find out later with that.
All right, so
Okay.
Bix, you do suddenly notice this similar to you, blue dragonborn woman walk into the bar, and
I do notice that.
so how do you guys respond to this new customer?
Well, welcome to the bar. Thanks for stopping by. Don't mind the angry, shorter statured customers. They won't bite unless you want them to. Pull up a
I
stool
don't want
and
them to.
pull up a stool and make yourself comfortable. Let us know if you need any.
I bring Bix as usual over to him and plop it. You're gonna stay out of trouble, right, Bix?
I chug the drink and say, "Dealer's choice," and then I hightail it to the restroom because I don't like the looks of this new patron in the bar.
So
He's gone.
the
Method acting.
yep. So the restroom's in a slightly inconvenient to reach location. It's a little bit kind of between the fireplace and the edge of the bar.
And
So
actually, it was occupied, so
yeah.
I guess I'm just turned to myself.
I was waiting for him to
sort of
pull
high
up behind
a little
me.
bit.
Yep. So, all right. So Bix is like kind of low key, quietly freaking out. Meanwhile, Zia, like you've been greeted. What do you start doing walking into the bar?
Oh, well, I shamble up to the bar and I order a drink and I look around and kind of look for what's going on in the area. I just kind of look around. I notice he's there. He won't go away. And I notice, and I'm kind of trying to figure out what this guy's deal is. But other than that, I kind of just sit at the bar, take it all in. So,
All right. One thing you do start noticing about the bar, like as you're just taking it all in, one like kind of impressive aspect of it is that the entire half the wall behind the bar and the entire wall to the side along the entrance it's just covered, ceiling to floor, like across the wall, with just like trophies and images and just different memorabilia. Like not all of it is stuff you recognize. Like a few of it's things that you can make a guess what it is. Like it may be like an oddly shaped animal skull, or a toy, like a child's toy maybe, like paintings of people you don't recognize. But you start seeing some like similar faces throughout the paintings. It's interesting.
I bring over Zia's drink.
All right. And
I kind of nod welcomingly, and then walk away.
yeah. So while all this is going on, Bix, how are you still just kind of hovering in the bar, not sure what to do?
I'm back at my seat at this point, but
Okay.
I got my drink right up in here, and I'm shrugging. I'm not letting anybody see my.
Okay. So yeah, the other figure isn't far from you. I'm gonna have you do a quick let's do a stealth check to see how well you can make yourself look like you aren't there. How well you can blend in.
Can he do it?
So roll a stealth check for me. All right, and then Shane, what was your stealth roll?
Roll the.
All right, so you don't quite notice this other figure. Like he's a little awkward, but you aren't quite paying attention to him. You're just kind of engrossed in these trophies right now. So she hasn't seen you. She hasn't seen you quite yet. Jonas, you are noticing Bix behaving a little bit strangely, though.
So I'm behind the bar. I kind of saunter over and I lean on my elbows into Bix and I speak so Bix can hear me. And I go, "You doing all right, man? You need me to help you out somehow? What's going on?"
Well, man, not for nothing, but I'm 99% sure that is my long lost, and she's come to drag me back into the family fold, which doesn't really jive with my whole lone wolf thing.
You're the thirstiest lone wolf I've ever met, but I appreciate your need for discretion.
Thirsty boy.
Then I walk over to Zia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I walk over to Zia and talk to her, looking to distract from Bix. And I say, "So, have you been on a long journey? Is it a long path you've had before you arrived at my humble hole in the wall?"
Stab my hole in the wall. Yeah.
To whatever degree it matters, parenthetically, it's about you live close to the capital. It's about a week and a half journey. It took you about 2 weeks.
Fair. Cool. That's what I thought. All right. So I'm not really like trying to show off, but I have this. This is me talking. I'm trying to like give off this air of, I'm trying to be mysterious a little bit. I'm just like, I'm trying to like think about it. I've been traveling a small amount of time. Not anything worth mentioning. Nothing. I.
Roll a performance check.
A performance check? Oh god, I have to like switch.
And then tell me what you rolled.
I'm looking in Discord right now. Yeah, I got you. Boop, 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 boop. Why did you grin at that? Scared me.
All right, so you get a little bit of a mystery vibe from her. This is a
Oh yeah, see, I did
quite
the
a
history.
You've
Right?
I mean,
I didn't do it well here.
yeah, you've seen your share of femme fatales, so you don't find her particularly intimidating. But this could certainly prove to be an interesting sequence of events.
I feel when your D&D character is better at talking than you are. I love that.
Yeah.
Good for me.
So I say, well, color me interested. Nothing demystifies someone like 6 or 7 strong shot. What'll be the first?
Only you. That's all I want. So I ask him for your strongest liquor, please.
I retrieve it post haste.
All right. So
Equip Zia with it.
your strongest liquor is a slightly difficult to pronounce Dwarven drink that's usually just called Dwarven ale, but it is not brewed in any way like ale. It's it's
just Everclear.
yeah.
It's just
It's the
spit.
Dwarven it's the Dwarven equivalent of Everclear. It's like if someone mixed Everclear with like it's like if someone mixed like Everclear with like just a little bit of tree bark. Like
They got an alcoholic orcs and you just drink that.
and so you haven't tasted anything like this, and your preference would be that it stay that way after this.
Okay. Plan accordingly. So I take 2 sips of this, and choking. I'm wheezing, but I don't want him to. Okay. So the plan is I got and ordered the hardest thing possible because I'm trying to put on this air of it's a ruse, a bit of a ruse. I'm to know this, so I try to fake it and make it look like I can handle my.
Do a
performance.
I was gonna say a Constitution check. We'll say Constitution.
That's fair. Let's do that. That sounds like that. All right. Constitution at native. All right, hold on. I might have to roll it twice because D20. Did it work? Oh, it worked.
Not
okay.
not even close. Not even close.
Damn it. I just throw up on his shoe.
Somebody's going to vomit.
It's not even like you didn't actually have enough to vomit. You thought you did, but like you think this is what death might feel like.
Yes.
So
Your body made the feeling of vomit, but nothing happened.
Emmett, you've seen some of this go on. What do you how do you respond to any of what you've seen?
I wander back over to Bix to grab his glass and clean it and get ready to serve him some more and kind of just lean in and go, "What's up?"
I am definitely going to order.
Coming right up the usual. Is there anything else I can help with?
Can you help me with something a little personal, buddy?
When don't I, Bix? What is it this time?
I just want you to. I want you to go over to this chick and figure out what she's up to, man. I don't like the looks of her. I think she's sketchy. Definitely don't tell her my name. So I'm gonna lay low over here, and maybe you could do a little digging.
I can try. Sure. Mind you, Emmett doesn't only believes half of what he's hearing. He believes that Vic thinks that she's trouble, but he doesn't believe that she is trouble.
Can you roll a perception check for me, Emmett?
Sure. Oh, yeah, me.
Yep.
Yes, I can do.
And tell me what you roll.
Flat 20 on the die.
Nice. All right, so you notice a striking resemblance between these two dragonborn. Like, they have remarkable. They have a remarkably similar faces.
I look back to Bix to say something I don't. Instead, I turn on my heel and just go to talk to Zia.
All right, so you've managed to regain some degree of composure to whatever degree you attempt to. Oops, I meant to do that. All right, so what do you say?
I walk over. Hi, my name is Emmett. I work at the bar as well. Just like to check in with our new patrons, see how they're doing. I hear that you're from out of town. Would love to know what brings you here. We know a lot. We hear a lot of things. If you're looking for someone, or if you're just looking for something, we specialize in appeasing our bar patrons to the best of our ability, and I'm considered the welcome wagon to some degree, even if I do seem to have a bit of a harder exterior. I like to make the patrons feel welcome, especially the new ones.
Cool. I noticed that he appears relatively sweet and like a trusting, but I still gasp. How did you know I was, or who told you I was traveling for?
I have a pretty good sense of hearing. Also, Jonas and I are very close. I tend to know what he knows when I can. That said, it's a safe assumption just looking at the clothes you're wearing, the kind of dirt on the sides of your clothes and a little bit on your feet. It is clear that you've been on the move for a bit of time. That I come to see as familiar the longer I work in this bar.
We've got ourselves a little Sherlock Holmes. I love that. All right, so Sherlock Holmes. No,
I know who that is. Emmett doesn't know.
You know it, yeah. Good content. Love that.
Does he pay well? Is what Jonas wants to know.
Sherlock Gnomes joke. Enter it. You're hilarious. All right. Anyways, so I am taken aback by the fact that he notices all these things and kind of reset my bearings, and I say, "Well, that's very nice of you, but I like to drink alone." And then I go over to the bar and I sit down.
I nod and I walk away.
As you sit down, directly in front of you is what might be a tooth. It's like the size of your fist, but like
Okay.
It's just like a trophy on the wall. It seems to have some type of little wooden engraving underneath it.
Do you like the tooth? I say a little bit too loudly, like a foot away from you.
What is that?
Wyvern's tooth. Ask me where we got it.
Did you get it?
So far away, but it was such a great battle. We had a blast. That's why I put it on the wall. Glad you asked about it.
Bix, you do notice that like she's with the direction she's her back is turned, the coast is a little bit clear if you want to like kind of back off to like maybe a table or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my drink that Emmett has just brought me. Thank you, Emmett. And I'm going to very slowly and inconspicuously get and go take a seat over in the corner.
Well done.
Thank you.
After I see Bix resituated, I walk over to where he's sitting and sit up, like my back to him, in like the booth next to him or adjacent to him, so as if to look like I'm not actually talking to him. I'm just kind of having a seat.
Yeah.
But we're having a lean over conversation.
Yeah.
Essentially, yes. To not rouse suspicion. And I say,
Very subtle.
it's very subtle. You know me, King Subtle. I'm sure I'll be rolling a stealth check at some point. So Bix, I did have a chat. Unfortunately, our new guest is fairly on the quiet side. She did not feel comfortable indulging in mine, so you might be on your own or might need someone else to investigate. But if I find anything out, of course, I will tell you.
Zia, I'm gonna have you do a perception check.
Yeah, sure.
You
12. Sad for me.
yeah, you can't quite hear what they're saying. Like you see Emmett's definitely talking to someone, and it's like a whispered conversation, but like nothing that you necessarily see as suspicious.
All right, keep your secret. I'm gonna go back up to Emmett and try to ask him. Sorry.
No. You're good. So, yeah, he's at a different, he's like at a, not the table adjacent to the other figure that's been walking around a lot, but like, whatever. It's a bar, people do that probably, you don't know, common folk are probably like this. But, Emmett's, sitting alone.
Just kind of chilling there.
Yeah. So, what do you ask him?
All right, I walk up to him and ask. I know there's not a lot of people that look like me, but somebody in here that's about me.
So no one comes to mind at the moment, but I do see lots of folks come and go. So maybe if you could describe this person you're looking for. Do you have a name? Can you tell me a little bit about why you're trying to find them? Maybe I've heard a story. Maybe I can connect the pieces.
I don't really want to give it away why I'm looking for him. I get in, get out, and talk to him, but disclose that his name is Bix. Goes by Bix all the time. Yeah,
I'm in the corner booth and I just lay down on the booth.
I'm cleaning a glass. I'm cleaning a glass with my back to them, and when I hear Bix's name, I get super into the conversation, but I don't
You're just like,
turn my
"Tell me
back.
more."
But you
I'm
don't
just
turn
like,
around. You just,
this is juicy, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm still like
Say
cleaning
more
the glass.
right now.
Share more things. This is fun.
All right. Caleb, do I notice that he's looking like?
I'll do a perception check.
All right. Changed. Just kidding. It's not that hard. I really wish this setting worked. Boop, 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 boop. Perception. I rolled an 18. All right.
So you do notice Jonas's ears kind of perk up when you mention Bix's name. Like, this has become an interesting conversation to him at some point.
Okay. Cool. So I take notice, and do you know who I'm talking about?
Me? I mean, the name is familiar. I feel like I've heard it before. I don't know if they're here today. I suppose I could give it a look around.
Is he in this bar?
Do a quick deception check.
Damn it.
Emmett.
Let's hope that my character is a better liar than I.
Natty 1.
Come on! All sevens, no sixes, baby.
18 plus 2, I got a 20 on deception.
All right. So, yeah, he seems pretty convinced that probably hasn't been here.
Have you seen him?
I have seen him in passing.
He's been in this bar before.
He has been in this bar before. However, I don't see him around at the moment. Is it possible I can give him a message for you? Or maybe just furlough communication communication. Unfortunately, he's not here at the moment. The name sounds familiar. I think I've seen him before. I mean, a Dragonborn, no offense, is pretty hard to miss.
Oh, I know it.
Hey, man.
These curves?
It's more the horns and the tail than the curves. Plenty of folks with
They're
curves,
curvy.
I'm offended by this. Hi, I'm Zia, and I'm offended.
But yeah, I mean, I'm happy to convey a message if there's communications you're wishing to get to him. I know people around town, messengers and stuff, so I can help facilitate if that is what you're looking for.
You tell him when you that his sister Zia is looking for him, and she will.
Oh shit!
My eyebrows, which were already up, go up higher.
All right.
I get more.
And I turn and I say, and I'm trying to look as scary as possible, but I'm really not doing it. Which is weird because somehow, as a Dragonborn, I don't look, but I'm not selling it. So
Roll an intimidation
I
check.
turn on my heels. Oh, roll an intimidation. I don't want to look.
Okay.
It's for character development, but let's go with the roll intimidation. No, it's fine. I want to see what God wants me to do.
Roll intimidation at disadvantage. How about that?
At disadvantage?
Yeah. All right. So
it's 7. Yeah, you're good.
yeah.
Any hoomst, I turn on my heels and go down to the end of the and sit down grumpily.
I stand up and lean against Jonas, whose back is to me. In the future, some help would be nice. As you know, speaking is not my strong suit.
I say, this is really fun. This is fun. I'm loving this. This is great.
Oh,
Can't wait to see what happens.
I save your ass time and time again, and this is how I'm repaid, by you having fun. I've noted that.
I'll close up tonight in exchange for the entertainment you're providing me.
Fine. I start glasses and start to clean up and tidy a bit.
All right. So the two Dragonborn are each currently nursing their drink. Unsure what to do next.
I get up and go to the bathroom of the bar, but I'm also kind of like trying to sneak around searching for like rooms in the bar.
All right, do an investigation check.
Okay.
The bathroom's closed.
Pools closed. All right. I rolled a 7. Not going well for me.
So
That first drink really hit you hard, huh?
so you are fully convinced that a bar with this much, like, a bar that's like made of just this much like darkened stained wood, like, secret doors are probably everywhere. You don't find any, but like probably everywhere. So, the bathroom is locked though. The bathroom is currently
Bathroom
locked.
is locked. All right. I don't want to make it look like I was. What'd you say?
Gotta go back and get the bathroom key.
Yeah, I don't want to make it look like I was trying to sneak around, so I gotta go ask them for the bathroom key. So I go and I apologize to Emmett for blowing up, and I say, hey, you guys have lost my cool there. I've been looking for my brother for. It's just stressful.
The bathroom is the bathroom is currently occupied, so you guys don't have the bathroom key available at the moment.
Unfortunately, a patron who went to use the restroom has the key. You can wait. Once they come out, it's all yours, and don't pay a second worry about blowing up. It happens to the best of us. I've seen far worse, and I promise, if there's a way I can help that is within my power, I will. Just technically not a lie.
Sneaky. All right. Well, I appreciate being understanding.
Sure.
To be honest, I just really need to find out. Where really struggling on my own, trying to figure some things out. I'm new to the area, and I could use a place to work. There's so much stuff going on. It's just been hard. Sorry to dump all this on. Crazy.
It's fine, no worries. When you mentioned that you're looking for a place to work, something in the back of Emmett's brain flips, and you see his eyes widen a little bit. If you want to wait for the restroom, go right ahead. I have to head back behind the bar. Something to do. I'll be right back. And then I go over to Jonas. So, she seems non-threatening. She seems concerned for Bix, and also is looking for work. Now, I'm not the kind of person to stir trouble for someone who sometimes gets on my nerves, but I could use some help around here. Perhaps we could hire Zia. We could use another bar back, someone new, and she seems quite friendly and earnest. And it might annoy Bix, which, I don't want to make him mad, but annoying him is not within the realm of evil, right, Jonas?
I'm into this idea. How long do you think she can work here before we allow her to meet Bix? How many weeks can we keep them apart? This is the best decision you've ever brought to me. Look, this is going to be the greatest couple of weeks.
I mean, I feel like we can keep it going a little bit. Depends on how many hiding places Bix can find, and there are only so many for a dragon size. So,
God damn, yo.
All right. So I will. But yeah. So you do notice them having a little bit of a hushed conversation over in the corner, and you're worried that you think you know what it's about.
That got me.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna grab my drink. I'm gonna walk up to the bar and say, "Hey, you guys.
what's up?
I'm a little drunk.
No kidding.
Are you talking about me right now?"
I mean, you're so important, Bix, to this bar. How could we not be talking about you at least a little?
Bix, we will never stop talking about you, Bix. Just all the time. Bix this, Bix that.
Zia sees this.
But how? We were being so subtle.
So Zia finally sees this.
I march right on up. Yeah, I march right on up there. And I'm like, hey, what are you guys talking about? Do I notice that it's Caleb, or is it just...
Oh, no, at this point...
Oh,
no, at this point, you guys are making eye contact. Like, you've heard his... Cool. You've heard his name.
No. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Ducks. Beeline to Vic. Not breaking eye contact.
Hey, Zia's on her way. Jonas, can you help me with something on the opposite side of the bar? I think we should take a moment.
I'm gonna go look at the tooth.
Yeah.
This is the of the mementos you have on the bar. Like, the tooth's one of your favorites. Like, that's
it's great.
He's a good boy.
Besides the fist, the engraving's cool.
It's fun.
It's my favorite.
So I walk up and I get just up in Bix's face. You guys have never seen somebody approach Bix like you've never. I just right up, zoom, and I say, "Do you know how hard it is to find?" And I just hit him as hard as I can. Just. All right, it's a 21. What's...
I'm fucking pissed.
You,
God damn.
So, doesn't do much in the way of damage, but
Feelings are hurt.
yeah.
I didn't hear.
Here.
In here. Hey, man.
No.
Or woman,
God, I hate
sister,
you.
quit fucking hitting me. I know I'm difficult to find. Why do you think I'm here? Nobody comes and looks for people here. They
I'm
come and
quietly
look for.
offended by
Yeah.
that implication.
This is a place where people look for the town drunk, and why do you think I'm hiding here?
I give him a hug immediately. My angry for goes away, and I'm just glad you're so damn hard to find.
Aww.
I order a drink
somewhat
for me and Vic.
reluctantly, somewhat reluctantly, but my heart's in the right place. I'll hug her back.
Aww.
That's
No.
cute. Roll for hug.
Yeah, let me roll hug check.
Do a charisma check.
Do I feel the love?
Quietly, I say to Emmett, "Well, that wasn't very long. Like we didn't make it very long before they found each other."
Oh,
But,
it's the wholesome.
You really think I would have been able to keep that going? You know how well I lie.
I've seen you were pretty good earlier. You had a
My
good
moments.
deception. But then this is also I ask what you spoke about with her and what she wanted
So
as they're hugging.
she had told me she was just looking for Bix. She seemed concerned. I didn't get the details of why she's looking for him, but she also confessed that she was looking for a place to stay and a place to work. She's new to town, so clearly she moved here with the intent of finding Bix, I think, to connect. Maybe she also left the family like he did, but that's more why I wanted her to work here. Yes, picking on Bix would be fun, as it often is, but at the end of the day, she seems to have a good heart, and I'm rarely wrong about that, and I could use the help.
I'm into it. Also, this is the longest hug I've ever seen, and
very
it was
long
the
hug.
hardest hit that did no
Disengage,
damage.
hug. Disengage.
Disengage.
Real quick,
I'm into this.
Zia, do a charisma check.
Oh, jeez. All right.
No, yeah. So Bix manages to squeeze out of the hug.
Backward swim drill.
You smell like a tugboat, Captain. I'm being weird. You guys have never seen someone interact with dicks like the wholesome thing. I ask for a drink for the two of us, and we sit down and have a drink. Not the hard stuff, though.
Well,
that's
you're not
covered.
drinking hard stuff. I'm definitely.
So I get Bix's normal, and I get a regular drink, and I bring it over, and I say to Zia, so Emmett tells me that you were looking for work, and Emmett just complains and complains and complains about how much work he has to do. It's not even that much, but if he thinks we need more help around here, you seem cool, you hit hard, we can use that on occasion. Do you want a job here at the Kestrel Tavern? You want to join the band?
I'd be delighted. I mean, can I take care? Does that mean I have to take care of Bix all the time again?
That's
You're damn
90%
straight.
of your responsibility here.
Yeah, you're damn straight.
Oh shit. Well, I guess I can do it.
So,
Thank
Bix, you're hearing all this too. What's your response to hearing and seeing a lot of this?
My response is, well, I mean, Emmett and Jonas both want to give her the job. She needs a job. Obviously, she's going to have to take the job. I don't know where she's going to stay. I mean, she's 2 weeks from home, 3 by the way she walks.
It's a long
So-
commute.
Yeah, it's a long commute. I have no idea where she's going to stay. If only I knew somebody with a spare bed. Or maybe like a basement
Yeah.
apartment fully furnished. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't have anything like
it's
that. I don't know
almost like
anybody
I.
like
Yeah. Hey, Bix, where are you living at?
Oh, just this place up the road with a basement apartment fully furnished. Oh, wait. I mean, VO apartment.
Bad liar. It's bad.
I hate
drunk.
to ask you this. I hate to ask this, but do you think I could stay with you?
Zia, roll a deception check real quick.
Oh shit. Alright. Nine.
Alright. She doesn't actually hate to ask you that.
If you can pay rent, then I guess you can stay with me.
I turned to Jonas and Emmett and I said, "Well, can I pay rent?"
Yes, we will help. We will pay you to work here. Don't be ridiculous.
You were pretty sure that's...
And I say quickly, why? Have you heard something? Like, did someone say something? Or
You were pretty sure that's how jobs in general work, but you were afraid to ask.
I don't know how Bix is living. I haven't seen him in so like, you know, he could be. He doesn't look rich, that's for sure. And I look at him and I'm immediately like, hey, if he can afford to live there,
leave my money, however much or little there may be.
So it now appears that Zia has found herself a new job at the Kestrel Tavern, and most of the patrons have left the bar, save for the one sitting at the table. And after a moment, you hear like a strange noise. The bathroom door opens. The largest orc you have ever seen walks out of the bathroom, says nothing, makes no eye contact, quietly puts the bathroom key on the bar, and leaves without making eye contact.
I look at Emmett and I say, I'm not going in there.
I put a damp but not damp enough towel in Zia's hands, and I say, "Welcome to the team. I've got a job for you."